Hi there, this is Matt with State of Flux here with a couple trailer reviews for you. I normally don't do these, but I was kind of interested and compelled to do so after seeing a fair amount of trailers recently and not seeing a ton of movies because of a bunch of different things going on in life. I will be back with more consistent reviews, probably even later this week. I have a couple coming down the pipeline. But there were three films that I saw the trailers for that I was really interested in talking about. The first one being Alien Romulus. This was a really phenomenal trailer, something that got me really, really excited for it. And I was kind of excited ever since I heard Fede Alvarez, who helmed Don't Breathe and the first Evil Dead remake or reboot or whatever you want to call it. When he was announced as director, that kind of tickled me a little bit. I've been reading a little bit of some of his interviews, of his approach to this, his shunning of the Prometheus and Covenant of it all, which I am all effing for. I was kind of pumped for this movie. Then I saw that trailer, and that trailer really worked. It's very atmospheric. It looks very, very similar in the horror tone, and this is the right filmmaker to do that, to that first Alien film, while having the energy and movement of James Cameron's Aliens. Which I think is the best film of the franchise. And this is a film that really, really got me freaked out by the facehuggers, which I have always, like, I don't like spiders, so like I always thought them interesting, but they never fully capitalized on the movement of them. This sure as shit does, and it looks scary to boot, so I'm all for it, and it has a good cast. The lead actress, Cailee Spaeny, I want to say her name is, I might be pronouncing it wrong. She was phenomenal in last year's Priscilla, completely overlooked at award season when she gave one of the best performances, full stop, of the year. I can't wait to see what she brings to this, and she just came out in Civil War, which is currently playing in theaters and getting a lot of love for her performance in that film, for which she steals the show, is my understanding. So Alien Romulus, which comes out this August, gets a firm, I'm excited as shit for this, let's go, from my book. Moving on to another one that I am very, very, very interested in, which is MaXXXine. MaXXXine is the third entry in the X franchise, which is why it's MaXXXine with three X's. I really liked X. I thought it was a film that had such a great look. It fully visually captured the look of late 70s kind of grindhouse horror films, similar to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Completely evocative of that. Had some interesting things to say on a social commentary level, particularly that with how we view age and sexuality. And I liked what that film did with coupling horror, comedy, and the adult film industry's use of building tension before hitting a release. And that worked very well in that film for me. And then it was followed up with Pearl, which I thought is a vastly better film than X was. Not so scary, but such a good movie, and with a great performance by Mia Goth. This looks like it's coupling the two elements that worked best between those movies. Capturing a feel. This is set in the 80s and has, like, this, you could put this next to like images from, say, the Terminator in their nightclub scene, and it looks like it could just be grabbed from the same shots. It's that good, and it's following like a Night Stalker, so you kind of got this like dark Terminator, neo-noir edge to it. And I really like that aspect, while also taking the Mia Goth of it all, who was good in X, but exceptional in Pearl, and really getting her to take ownership of this in a more contemporary light. And I cannot express how excited I am for MaXXXine, one of the biggest thrills I have coming my way this year. And they stacked a really strong cast around her. Not that they didn't in the previous two films, but this one really seems to have upped their casting game. And then the last one I want to talk to you about is Joker Folie. You may have seen my review of Joker. You can go back. It was part of my 52-week movie challenge a couple of years ago. And Joker's a film that I've kind of gone back and forth on in its quality. My most recent rewatch, I was more firm in the I don't love this territory. And I gotta say that watching Joker 2's trailer, I was incredibly impressed with the visuals that the film is offering. The technical makeup of that film looks absolutely extraordinary. The thing I liked about the first Joker was I thought it had a great color palette, an incredible performance by Joaquin Phoenix, and a great score, coupled with one phenomenal scene, which was the talk show at the end. Otherwise, I was not a fan of that movie. This film takes those qualities, at least the first couple ones I mentioned, and couples it and tethers it to this really excellent camera work. The shot of her drawing like the smile on the with lipstick on the glass, and then him leaning into it and perfectly catches his face while the camera is going in and out of focus is genuinely impressive bit of cinematography, something that is like awe-inspiring in how they captured that, while also offering little glimpses all throughout the trailer of great use of color and visually interesting things happening on screen. It's just too bad that it doesn't look very good. The film looks like it's kind of retreading the exact same territory the first one did, so much so that it's giving us the callback to the meet cute of him and Zazie Beetz with the, like, pulling the gun to blow the brains out, except this time it's Harley doing that. It's taking away Harley's agency, it looks like, as being like a competent person and a therapist, now making her just another mental institution, or institutionalized mental person. It is just kind of showing us the same beats that we were already familiar with from the first Joker, right down to them both doing the stairs. Now there's two of them. And yes, I know that's what the Folie mental illness is, but like also as a cinematic film goer, the biggest problem with the sequel is that A, it's unjustified, which I don't feel like this is a justified sequel, and B, they tend to just rehash the same story elements from the previous movie, lacking creativity. Now you can do a rehashed movie. I mentioned Aliens at the beginning of this, which it follows a lot of those same beats as the first one, but it is able to rework it in a compelling and interesting way to make a film that I felt was even elevated above the first Alien. Hopefully that happens here, but based on this trailer, I'm not seeing that. And I fear that this is going to fall under the unreliable narrator sense once more, which is something I really hated in the first film. But if they do this same trick again, I'm going to lose my effing mind of having it all be in her head or all be in his head, and I can't. I will light myself on fire. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Alien Romulus. Really excited. The MaXXXine trailer, I'm incredibly excited, and Joker Folie, which I don't know where I stand. I'm not impressed with anything outside of the technical makeup of the movie, which is kind of the elements with which I liked the first one most. Anyway, this looks like it has improved greatly, even in areas that they did pretty solid with the first time around. So there you have it. Maybe I'll love that movie and maybe I'll hate the others, who knows. We'll find out come October I think is when Joker's coming out. MaXXXine I want to say is July and Alien is August. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of these trailers, and if you want me to do any more trailer reviews, I'd be happy to do those. I still am thinking about doing a weekly news cycle, and that might start up next week. I thought about doing it this week. I don't have time, but if you want that, I'll make time. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Peace.